Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name's Nick and this is Idaho Up, and today we're going to be working on the Vanderhall and we're going to be installing the GADS Vanderhall Venice wind deflectors. But before we get into the install process, I just wanted to quickly tell you why I decided to purchase this product. So in the state of Idaho, the Vanderhall is considered an auto cycle and you don't have to have a motorcycle helmet to drive one. And what I noticed after being behind the wheel for a while is that the wind would come around the windshield and pound my left ear, causing it to hurt even when I wasn't driving it. And this is what led me to start looking for options, and this is where the wind deflectors came into play. As far as the install process goes, this is a super simple install, but I did make a critical mistake while putting mine on. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video so I can point that out to you in hopes that you don't make the same mistake. Also, make sure you do the 3 things that really does help motivate me to keep pushing content out. And if you have any ideas on something maybe you want me to do a video on in the future pertaining to the Vanderhall or the Jeep, go ahead and drop me a comment on that, and maybe that's something I can do in the future. So the wind deflectors come with all the hardware you're going to need to install them. But I did add 4 washers, and I'll point that out when I get to that point. But the first thing you're going to want to do is replace the shorter bolts that hold the windshield in with the longer bolts that the wind deflectors came with. But make sure you do this one at a time because these bolts hold the windshield and you don't want it to slip. After you've replaced both bolts, you'll see them sticking through on the other side, and then you just take the included washer and nuts and cinch them down. After you cinch those down, you can just take the skin off the wind deflectors and get ready to install them. But if you remember at the beginning of the video, I told you I made a critical error when I was putting these on, and this is probably where that started. You see, I decided to use an extra set of washers on the back side of the wind deflector that wasn't called for in the directions when I installed them. It just made sense from a sturdiness standpoint for me, but looking back, this is probably where my problem started. But again, hang on till the end of the video so you can see where this led. Moving on, you just put the washers on the bottom side of the wind deflector and put on the nuts. There'll be a little play in the wind deflectors, so I recommend you move them around a little to decide exactly where you want them prior to cinching down the bolts for good. Also, I recommend you put a little Loctite in the bolts before you finally tighten them down. So I've wrenched on all sorts of things my entire life, and I'm going to tell you that usually when directions tell me not to tighten things too tight, I give it a little nudge and I'm usually okay. But this is that one case when you don't want to do that. Make sure you start by putting them on loose, and if you need to tighten them later, tighten them later. So that's it. Just clean up any Loctite that might have squeezed out and rinse and repeat on the other side. Now for that critical error I made. When I first put these on, I thought it was fine. They looked good. It wasn't until later when I was grabbing a cup of coffee that I noticed a hairline fracture in the driver's side wind deflector. This was probably caused in combination with me putting that extra washer in and maybe tightening it a little too tight. My fix to this was finding some rubber washers that were large enough to cover that crack. and then I just put them on all the wind deflector bolts just to make them look the same. I'm hoping that it doesn't crack out past that washer, but if it later does, which is a possibility, I'll reevaluate my options at that time. And to be completely honest, this crack made me reevaluate the entire mounting process. And what I ultimately did was take out all the unnecessary hardware. So I mounted the wind deflector directly to the brackets that hold the stock windshield. And I don't know why this wasn't done in the first place, because the brackets that hold the windshield have threads, and you don't need the washer and the nut that was included with the wind deflector. I also think it's a cleaner mounting option, and it's something you might want to consider, but you will have to find some bolts that are longer than the stock bolts, but shorter than the bolts that came with the wind deflectors. So this is one of those examples of a simple project turning into a little bit of a headache, but I wanted to let you know that there is another option out there, and that's by F4 Customs motorcycle windshields. They make a set of wind deflectors that are a little different, and they're a little bit more than twice the price. But honestly, if this crack continues to go through my wind deflector, I'm probably going to give those F4 custom wind deflectors a shot. But for now, I'm happy with them. They're doing their job, and I caused the crack in the first place, so this isn't something I can put on the manufacturer. But if you decide to go with this option, just remember what I said. Put them on loosely at first, and then tighten them if you have to. I'll see you next time.